Hello. My name is Cher. Welcome to my channel. I am very excited. I just got my shipment in from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I purposely left on some of my gross makeup so I could take it off and test out the first thing I purchased, which are these makeup wipes. Yay. I've never tried their makeup wipes before. This is what they look like. But I'll be trying them now. It comes with 20 and there are 2 packs. So 40 wipes. It was pretty cheap. I mean, it's not the best, like the highest amount of them, but at the same time, e.l.f. is very affordable. So, okay. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on and talk a little bit while I'm describing these products. Alright, I mean, as far as this wipe goes, I've been wiping my face for a while already, but I mean, I'm impressed with how much it's taking off. I can tell it's getting all of it. Okay, doing good. And I mean, these wipes are pretty decent size as well. I mean, I can get all of my makeup off on one wipe, which is what I like. I don't want to have to use, 2 wipes to get one face of makeup off. So yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with these as well. Looking good. How am I looking? Natural? Yeah, so a little bit more about myself. I know the last video was more of like just a haul style. I am a mommy. I have a beautiful little boy who just turned 1 in October. Alright, let's get into the next item. Oh yeah, this one I opened just because I wanted to see it. Okay, now let's be careful. So this is the first thing besides the wipes, and it is called the Multi-Dimensional Face and Body Shimmer. And this is what it looks like. Super pretty. I'm very excited to use this. I got it in the shade Luna because I have like a lot of champagne-y gold highlighters, but I don't have many white, like diamond type highlighters. And I will be trying this stuff out as well. I just kind of wanted to show you what I got first. Okay, so I did get some false lashes in Social Butterfly. And I think these are cute. My style that I like with lashes is usually pretty wispy, kind of fanned out. I don't really like the thick lash look. I'd rather them be more dispersed. And this is what they look like in here. So, I'm excited to test these out. So, yay. What else? Oh yes, I've actually had this brow pencil before, but I really like the formula on it. It's the Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Natural Brown, and I hope it matches my eyebrows. But yeah, it's a good pencil. It lasts like a decent amount of time. Oh yes, okay. So next I have this Glow Up Body Brush that I actually got for the Face and Body Shimmer. Clearly they go together, and this is what the brush looks like. Let me get it out. Come on now. There we go. Okie dokes. So this is the brush. It's pretty dense, and I mean, it's soft. I love soft brushes. Definitely like synthetic more than the natural, but that's just like a personal thing. I mean, probably use it to contour, definitely for like the shoulders and your body, to get that shimmer really dispersed. So, next Oh, I got another brow product. This is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, also in natural brown. I know I didn't take out that last one, but I will show you guys this one. So it clearly has a spoolie on one end. This side is thin. I do have a pencil like this already from Shein, actually, because they do sell makeup as well. And their makeup brand is called She Glam. I really like that brand also. Anything cheap, right? So, liquid glitter eyeshadow in Black Magic. I'm excited for this. Come on out, little guy. Right, okay. That would make sense. Oh, it looks cute. It's tinier than I thought it would be, but I mean, it looks really pretty in there. I just gotta see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I can't wait to use this. So, I mean, you can see what it looks like there on the little brush applicator thing. And I think it would be gorgeous if I did like a little black smoky eye. And then put that in the middle. I love like any dark look, really. So, right. Okay, this is the full coverage satin hydrating camo concealer. And I got it in the shade, hello, Light Peach. And I haven't really tried a lot of e.l.f. products, so I wanted to get, okay, yeah, that's a jumbo applicator. But I wanted to test out their face products because I never really have. The only thing I've really bought from e.l.f. was like eye products, so eyebrows, little eyeliners, stuff like that. So that's cool. Okay, this is the foundation, which is coming out of this package, clearly. And it is the Flawless Satin Foundation in the color Natural. Okay, pull it. No, peel to open. Okay, that would be a good first step. Right, so, yeah, I hope this matches, like, I try to get it more to match my body than my face. I know my face is pretty white, but every foundation I currently have is too light for my body, so this, I'm hoping, will match my body a little bit better. Cannot wait to test that out with the concealer. Next, I got the Poreless Putty Primer in Universal Sheer. And yeah, so currently I'm dealing with a fruit fly problem because we just moved in here a couple weeks ago and ordered the trash bin, tried to get that started. I paid for it already and we haven't received the bin, and it's been weeks, as I said. And I did call the company. They said they would be delivering it by the end of November, which I'm like, great, but I have trash that I need to throw out. So right now we're dealing with fruit flies because we're keeping the trash like right outside of the garage and they come into the garage. It's a whole mess. But this is the Poreless Primer, Putty Primer. And I believe I got an applicator for this. Try to find it. Yeah, right, okay. So this is the little applicator that it comes with. I did not think it would be this little, but I don't mind it being little. I kind of prefer that. So it's, again, soft touch. It's kind of dense for packing that into your pores. And then it has a scooper on one side. It is called the Putty Primer Applicator. And I think this will be pretty useful. We'll be testing this today. This is called the Ride or Die Lip Balm in Tough Cookie, because I was feeling the cookie vibes for the season that we are in. I really wonder what the shade is gonna look like. So cruelty free. Says your lips ride or die bestie. Alrighty. Do you smell like anything? I mean, I think it smells pretty good. I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingers. Oh yeah, that smells delicious. I like it. I like it a lot. Probably looks like a hint of color, but not too much. Cool, success. Alright, what else? Oh, yay! So this is the Jelly Highlighter in Bubbly. Okay, I've never gotten their jelly highlighters before, but this looks like an intense pigment, so I might give this a try today. If not, I'll definitely put it in another video coming soon. Ooh, they're so loose. Oh yeah, so I wanted what makeup look I do with this to be kind of a fall look. I know we're nearing closer and closer to Christmas, but I haven't really done any makeup looks for fall. I've been at home. If I do play with makeup, it's usually like a natural look, and then otherwise I just won't wear any. Okay. This is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Glow Up Body Oil in Sunkissed. Ah, it's a pump. Good. Yeah, this looks really promising. I don't want to test it yet. I'm so tempted to just stick my fingers in all this stuff, but I have to remember I'm wearing white. This is what this looks like. Very pretty. Let's see. Oh yes, I got another pair of false lashes. These are in the style Drama Queen. And they're a little more dramatic, I would say. But still pretty wispy and spaced out, like I said. I really like using brushes for my face. I don't really like the Beauty Blender. Tried it out and not for me. So this is what I got for my face to apply my foundation. And I didn't want to get the like super gigantic one, so I got the size medium oval complexion. And I mean, pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I could probably blend out concealer and foundation with this, so that's awesome. Definitely excited about that. We'll be using it today. What is next? Oh, okay, I got the Wow Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel in Brunette. And this is what that looks like. I mean, it's tiny, but you don't need too much product on your eyebrows, right? Wait, does this have? It does. It has fibers in it, so it makes your brows fuller. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to show you all this. This camera's not too advanced, sorry. But, so like natural brow day, this is the thing. Let me see. Can you go back in there, please? Okay, thank you. Alrighty, what is next? Next is another one of these liquid glitter eyeshadows. This one is in Bling Bling. I really have been into like silvers, diamondy looking things. It's been my jam recently. And this looks super pretty when I saw it on the website. And it has like lots of shimmer in there. Very blingy. So, cool beans. Shut you. Bye-bye. Alright. Oh, okay. I should have put this first and then the other one. Oh well. So, this is the lip exfoliator in brown sugar. Because I kind of wanted it to go with the cookie vibes. Does it smell good? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would get this just to smell it. That's like my scent aesthetic, but I mean it looks kind of like a balm and a exfoliant in one. Probably should show y'all. Cool. Awesome. We'll be trying that out today. So, sorry I haven't been looking at the camera much. I'm trying to focus. Alright, this is a mascara primer. I don't use these usually, but I figured, hey, might as well. I don't really like wearing false lashes that often. For the natural look days, this is what I will be using or testing out anyway. We'll test that today probably. And then I had to, of course, get a mascara to go with it. I only have one mascara here right now because we do have a lot of our stuff in a storage unit currently. So I'm kind of limited on makeup. That's why I actually got all of this stuff. I don't just buy makeup normally in this amount. This is called the Keep Your Curl in Black. And okay, I'm a fan of, it's kind of curled like the Roller Lash by Benefit, so that should be a win. I usually like those applicators, especially for the lower lashes. You can really get in there and it doesn't touch as easily. Okay, so I think we're on our last item. Just make sure. Yes, last item is the Hydrating Coconut Mist. And I was gonna get like a setting spray, but this had better reviews than any of their setting sprays. And this says it hydrates skin and refreshes makeup with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. I don't really use setting spray on the daily, so I feel like this is a good alternative, especially living in Florida. Let's give this a try, shall we? It smells like coconut. Ooh, this smells. That smells so good. This smells straight up like that. I forget which brand. The leave-in conditioner. If you know the one, you know the one. It smells amazing, just like coconuts, but not overwhelming. And it dried really quickly. I only have like a couple little dots that didn't dry so well. So, you know, if you do use that after makeup, I would just recommend blending it in with your makeup with either a beauty blender, or with me I do have like a little powder puff that came with one of my face powders, and I don't use it for that, so I would probably use it to blot out the wetness instead, or you could just let it dry. It takes a couple seconds and it dries right up. So I think that was very nice, and I'm super pleased with all the stuff that I got, and I will be trying it out, doing a little fall tutorial, and so please. Alright, so it is time to get started with this tutorial and review the products as I test them. So we are going to start off. This is going to act as my mirror right now. Yeah, I don't have anything on my face currently. I wanted to start very fresh. I didn't want to put a moisturizer because I do want to see how the putty primer is going to work. So first off, I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I think this is their newer formula. And then I have the brush that goes with it. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit out. Plop it on. And I do want to see how this blends in. Okay, let me get this real quick. Okay, so my T-zone definitely has the most pores. So that's the part I want to focus on. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that smoothed out my skin a lot. Doesn't feel too tacky or anything. I don't really like when my primer feels tacky, so that is a plus. And you don't need a giant amount of this stuff. It does kind of blend around pretty well. So And I'm a person that doesn't like to use primer all over my skin. I don't mind the way my skin looks in general, just kind of, again, around the T-zone area. So I'm just going to pick up a little more, pop it there and there. And I do like this applicator that it's plastic, because I really feel like it's getting all of the product off of the plastic and onto my face. And you can, clearly see that there's no more product on here. So that is a good thing. Make sure that is all blended in there. And that's about all I'm going to do for primer. Alright. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that formula. I think it worked out very nicely. Trying to get the excess product off the brush. It's okay though. Alright, so step 1 is done. Now we can move on to, let's not drop the palette. Alright, now we can move on to foundation. I am really excited to try this foundation out and see if it matches my skin tone. I did get the brush that looks like the Artis brush, so I shall plop a little on the brush. Let's see how this looks. Okay, I pumped it about 10 times before the first little dollop came out. This honestly is way more than I would normally use, but for the purpose of testing the product, I'm using a little more. And we'll see how well it disperses. On the forehead, nose, there, a little bit on the eyes. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend it in. Right. I'm not going to judge it yet, I'm going to keep blending. We'll see. Okay, coverage wise, I would say it is medium coverage. It's not as dark as I was expecting it to be, which I'm okay with. I don't want my face to be too dark for my body even. So yeah, I mean, I'm liking how this is blending out so far. Let me just see. Yeah, I mean, I look very poreless right now, which is a plus. The brush is pretty good. I usually use the same brush every day. Actually, honestly, normally I skip foundation altogether. And I just do concealer and then the rest of my face makeup. But when I do looks with like eyeshadow and I really put time and effort into it, then I will go in with foundation, do the whole thing. So yeah, that's definitely, I would say, light to medium coverage. I mean, you can see that it clearly didn't cover up my acne, but I don't mind that because I am using this new concealer as well. So again, that foundation was the Flawless Satin Foundation in Natural. I like it. And this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish as well. That looks like way too much. So, I mean, I like this applicator because it does have the little doe foot, so it kind of catches some product in there, so you're not wasting as much. As far as concealer goes, I have no idea if this is going to be thick or how it's going to apply, so I'm just kind of being light-handed at the moment. And also, I'm not like one of those people who does the triangles and glops it on. I just can't be bothered, so I do put concealer on my eyelids as an eyeshadow base because, one, I do not have an eyeshadow base. I don't own one, and I don't mind the way that the eyeshadow blends in with it, so. Oh yeah, I'm just using the same brush to blend in this concealer because I did forget to grab my concealer brush from the bathroom. Oh well. So we're trying it for both products. Okay. Alright, so from what I'm noticing with this concealer thus far is that I think it looks really pretty. It's not super thick, super gloopy. I have some pretty thick concealers at the moment, so this is a nice little switch up for me. Wish I had my other brush, it's okay now. So, yeah, I mean this is not like super duper full coverage concealer, so if you do want kind of a lighter face of makeup, these products will do the trick. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna have to like go over these in spot touch up. Okay. Okay, so, and I'm aware that I may be taking off some of the product with this brush because it is rather densely packed. But I would rather it look too light than too heavy, so. Cool beans. Alright, now I think I'm just going to go in with my finger and a little more of that concealer and try to see if I can cover up these acne blemishes, scars, whatever you want to call them, just a touch more. Yeah, I mean the rest of my face, this is totally good. This is what I would like for myself. So, now I'm going to go in, I might just, alright, I have a smaller brush. This is usually what I use for my nose contour. It's by Shayna B. Miami. But I should do the trick for these spots without taking too much product off, moving it around too much. Okay. Doing good, looking nice. Right, I mean that's as good as it's gonna get. With makeup, if you just take your time, if you need to repeat some steps, you can do that. I mean, it's never going to be as perfect as you want it, but just keep moving on and keep the process going and it will eventually turn up how you want it. Setting powder I'm using is, oh yeah, so I used to work at Salvation Army and they had gotten in on their little donation truck some unopened Mary Kay makeup, and they aren't allowed to sell that type of makeup within the store, so they told me and everybody else that was there, hey guys, if you want some Mary Kay makeup, go for it, because we can't sell it and otherwise it will just be thrown out. So I waited for everybody else to grab what they wanted. And then I pretty much took everything else. So I have a ton of Mary Kay makeup now. I'm stocked up. I don't like their stuff the best. They definitely don't have a wide array of skin tones in their collections, but it's okay. And then I'm using this giant fluffy brush from the Beauty Crop, and it's got a cute little pineapple on it. It is the F203 powder brush. I'm just kind of setting all over the place. I never bake. I just set everything and make sure that it doesn't feel tacky anymore, because I do not like that feeling on my face. So I did set up here. What do I need to set? My eyes. Yeah, I set everything right off the bat. And I never really do super heavy eye looks, so I really don't mind if the powder doesn't stick as well. Like if the eyeshadow powder doesn't stick as well to my eye, I don't really mind that. So I think it looks good, feels done, feels set. I am in a good place right now. Yay. So next we have, what do I want to do next? I think I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer on this brush that has no label. I did have an Ipsy subscription for a while, but yeah, not anymore. But when I did have it, I used to get these little makeup brushes, so from one of those little random websites. Okay, so noticing that bronzer just stuck to my face right there. I mean, I'm using like all new face products except for this bronzing palette. I've had it for a while, and it is the, this is the Chic Land palette, and I have used this before, so I don't think it's the palette I don't think it's the palette's fault for sticking to my face. I kind of just think it's, maybe I didn't set right here the best with the powder, so I would attribute it more to the setting powder than anything else at the moment. So what I do for contour is I just go in, honey. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I got that area to blend out a little more. Go around the top of my forehead. I don't usually contour my forehead a crazy amount because I do have kind of like, well, I had bangs and they've grown out a touch, but they still cover this area of my face, so I don't really go too ham on it. But I do like to make sure the perimeters are covered. Right, so then oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, I like to do this trick where you go right underneath your bottom lip. And you could add a lot because your bottom lip will just come down and it looks like the shadow is supposed to be there. Okay. I do chisel out my jaw. I don't have the most defined jaw. So I usually just go pretty ham on this part. Underneath, as a little V. Blend it out. Now I'm done with the contour around my face. I will go in with the brush I use for my nose contour, which is also Shayna B Miami, and it is a shadow brush for your eyeshadow, but I like using it to contour my nose. It's a pretty good shape for it. what I do is I draw a line, like a little half circle underneath. Like, I have kind of these two indents on my nose here and here, and I just go whoop, and I connect them, and I shade it in. And then I take it a little bit, and I put it right here underneath my nose. And I like the effect it gives. I don't know why, but I do. And then a little bit in there. Okay, that looks like a lot, but I'm gonna blend it out. A touch over my top lip, leaving like a little space. Blend that out. And I don't know when I picked up that little trick, but I really like the way it looks. Okay, so moving back to the nose contour, I do like to fake it as though my nose is like, okay, so my nose looks pretty upturned, but when you turn to the side, you notice it's not. So I like to fake it a little more and add a line and then start shading upward to give the effect that like my nose is super cute, buttony, upturned, rounded, whatever. Take a little more product, and then I will do the sides. I don't love this part. I usually skip it in my day-to-day and just do like underneath with a bigger, fluffier brush. Like I'll do the underneath and the up top with a fluffier brush so it's more dispersed. But right now I'm being a little precise because this is more of like I'm trying type of makeup. So okay, don't know why that looks so harsh, but blend it. Okay, I know you guys see that. That looks super harsh. Make it all connect. Blend it down here a little because I don't mind. And I will cover some of these parts with some blush as well. Alright, so speaking of blush, that is our next step. I didn't purchase a blush from e.l.f. So I have one here by Ciate London in, well, that's weird, in the shade, what is this, Date Night, which I love this color a lot. It's like a terracotta, warm terracotta, and it's kind of reddish, but yeah, I think it's super nice. And it also has some shimmer. Alright, so my camera just died, so I'm switching up the angle a little. But yes, back to Le Blush. So it does have some slight sparkly shimmer to it, but I don't mind that. I think it's really cute and pretty. And I don't really go into direct sunlight a lot, so I don't have to worry about that. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't care because I love sparkles. I think they're so fun. If I'm in a bad mood, just put some sparkles on and I feel a lot better. So now I'm going underneath my nose with the blush, and right on that spot I was talking about that I try to make it look a little more upturned, I'll go right there with the blush as well, just to kind of make it a more uniform color. I go touch on my, okay, maybe a little more than a touch, on my forehead and my chin to also tie back in the overall redness, the fleshiness. That's the look I'm going for. Alright, so now onto the highlighter. I'm very excited about this because it's a super pretty color. So this again is in Luna, and it is a face and body shimmer. I did drop it and it fell right on the floor, and pigment fell out of the pan, but it all fell in one piece, so I was able to just pop it back in there. My fingers were super shimmery after, but I liked it. Alright, so I always just go at the highest points right here. Okay, yeah, so this is not a highlighter. Let's get this straight. This is not a highlighter. This is straight up sparkles. but I'm liking it. I do, again, love sparkle. So I don't mind that it's just literally straight up shimmer on my face. I think it's really pretty. And I will definitely be using this because I am kind of living for it at the moment. So touch right here, touch right here. Now, I do my Cupid's bow, I don't go all the way up. I know some people do that, I don't like that look. What I do a lot, so right now I'm going in with my fingers, so it's a little more tightly packed than this brush, which is pretty dispersed. And I will kind of pack it right here so that that part comes forward more. Okay, maybe it's not giving the effect I want because it's not like opaque, it's very just shimmer. That's always like what I tend to do, this spot, tip of my nose. I don't go all the way down it, I just do the tip, kind of blend it out a little more. And that is it for highlighter. I do have more highlighter here, but I don't think it will work well with the color, so I'm just gonna say F it. Alrighty, so now that those face steps are out of the way, we can move on to the eyes. So I didn't really get anything from e.l.f. for the eyes except for that shimmer shadow, but I wanted to do a fall makeup look. So I'm not going to use those shadows right now. I will use them in an upcoming video, but for now I'm just going to use most likely these Huda Beauty little 9-pan palettes. This one is the Warm Brown Obsessions palette, so it's got some nice fall colors in there, some oranges, some bronzy shade. And then this one is the Ruby Obsessions palette, so I'm liking this color from it. This is probably what I'll use for the base, we shall see. And then I do have this e.l.f. palette from before that I've never used, so it's kind of like a review of this as well. And this is the Spice palette from e.l.f. from their Sugar, Spice, and Everything Nice collection. And I really like the shades in here. I'm thinking what I want to do is kind of go in with some neutral shades and then blend it out with maybe like the orange or maybe even some of the yellows, some of the browns. We shall see where it takes us. Again, I don't do eyeshadow too much, but we shall see. So I'm going to go in with this Shayna B. Miami eye crease brush with this pretty neutral, it's a little bit warm, no it's not, I lied. This cool tone, neutral, like light brown. It's reminding me of lattes. I like it. And I'm going to pop it in the crease. And obviously I have very hooded eyes, so you can't really see half of the eye look I do anyway. So I'm going to try to keep it above my crease slightly and blend it out in that direction. And I usually go for like the little cat eye look. So I mean, I'm really liking this shade so far. It's coming off on the skin as like a warm tone brown, and it's not as light as it looks in the pan. So things to note. You know, I'm not sure if they have this palette anymore. I really like it though. And if you do find like I know they have like the hot chocolate palette out right now, and I think that would be pretty similar to this. They're around like $10, so very affordable, and they have some nice seasonal shades in there. So I would recommend it. I mean, based off this one color so far. Ooh, you know what? I'm really digging this brown look, so maybe I'll just keep going with that. I will go underneath and blend it out with the same color. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. And I'm just, in general, I'm very simple with my eye looks. So I'm not sure how much I'll keep playing around with this palette because I'm liking it so far and I don't want to make it too much different than this. But yeah, I think it's really pretty so far. So I do want to go in with this orange. And it is very, I mean, in here it looks sparkly, but on the eye it probably will just come off as orange. So I'm going to go right over the same area that I just applied that brown and not do as much of the product, but I'll just kind of give it the effect of like, hey, I'm orange, you know? So, and I will go in with a different brush in a second to kind of blend it a little more. But yeah, I'm loving this look so far. I think it's really nice for the fall time. Some burnt oranges and browns to go with the falling leaves. I love it. And I live in Florida, so I don't really get a lot of seasons here besides like rain and heat. So I really love when the leaves change colors in the fall. That is why the fall is probably, I would say, my favorite season, but I really do love winter time too. So, and my birthday's in the fall, so I really do enjoy fall time and the leaves falling, and this reminds me of that, so I'm loving it. Did I do too much? Okay. I'm just going to add a little more on the inner portion of this eye, which I could see is not even with the other side. And looks better. Okay. So now I'm just going to deepen it with a darker brown. This is more of like that true chocolate brown shade. And then this was the orange with the shimmer I was talking about. The shimmer is not noticeable on the eye. Just in the pan it looks a little bit shimmery. So I just lightly tapped the darker brown color. I'm just going to apply it like right there. And then blend it out in a second. And then right there. Oh yeah. I'm loving this eye look so far. It's different for me to do my eye makeup. And for the bottom lash line, I'm not going to smoke it out with that darker brown. All I put was the lighter warm brown and the orange shimmer right underneath. So I think that's pretty much that for the crease colors. So now I'm going to go in with the LR005 tapered blending brush. I don't even know what brand this is because it doesn't say it on here, but again, I got this from an Ipsy bag. And I'm just going to go in with that lighter brown shade again. Tap it twice, very light-handed with this. And I will go in and blend, not all the way up to the very top, but like kind of where that dark brown shade cuts off a little. Because I didn't bring that all the way up to match the other shadows I had there previously. So this is kind of just going to blend that dark shade up to the top of my eyeshadow look. And that's it. I mean, I'm super simple when it comes to eyeshadow. I will add a little shimmer to the middle because I always do. I love that look. So what I'm going to do is go in with, you know what, no. Done with the e.l.f. palette. I liked it. It did its job. I'm pleased. Now I'm just going to pick a shade that I want to go in the middle here. I'm thinking nose on the reds. So we're going to go with the Brown Obsessions and do this gold shimmer that's right in the middle. Oh goodness, I'm getting eyeshadow from nowhere all over me. Alright, gold shimmer. Pop it on. I always use my fingers to put shimmers. I just think it's so much easier. Takes less time, and I don't mind if the shimmer kind of blends into the rest of the shadow. I know a lot of people do the cut crease, they don't want it to mix, but I don't have a problem with it mixing. Again, I like shimmer, I like sparkle, I don't care if it's all over my face, I'm cool with it. So that is that. Alright, I mean, I think it turned out really nice. I'm just gonna pop a touch right here with whatever's left over on my fingers. Okay, now I will go in with a little more of this shimmer. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in with a little more of this shimmer on my pinky finger, because it's small. And I'm just going to pop it in the inner corner here. Alright, and I'm going to next work on the eyebrows, eyelashes, eyeliner, lips, and I'll be done. Now to finish off the face, I'm going to start with the brows. I'm going to do the spoolie side, just brush them where I want them to be. Kind of more upward to begin with, and then I'll shape them off at the end. Alright, so now with the little precise end, I'm just going to twist it up a touch and start with the second half. I usually always start with this part because it's the most sparse. Kind of give it that fullness that it's lacking. I really just go with my eyebrow shape, but kind of like fill it in the sparse areas. Okay. Maybe I'll do a light brow today, so I'm not kind of liking the way my brows are looking already. Well, this one in particular, I mean, generally I do like only a touch more than this, but I really like how this one's looking, so I'm going to move on, and I'll even out things as I need to. This eyebrow always gives me a bit more trouble, but it's okay, we love her anyway. Sorry, I'm like hunching down, I'm trying to really get focused on this. Okay. I like this pencil so far because it's not too, like, it doesn't give off too much product right at the beginning. It kind of takes a little second for it to disperse, especially if you're light-handed. Okay, yeah, see, so I wanted a certain look from this brow, and I'm just not getting it. So that means I'm going to have to match up the other one a little bit more. Just fill it in slightly right here. And brush it out a touch. See really what shape we're working with today, because it varies from day to day. Okay. I mean, I like that. I think that looks good for my brows. I'm not really going to do much more with them except for use the gel. So yeah, I'm impressed with this product. I really like that it's not too creamy, so it kind of takes a little second to, what is going on? Wrong side. So it takes a little second to disperse the product, which lets me actually get the product where I want it to go. So that is a yes for me. Now with the brow gel, I am just going to lightly go in. And I never set them too much with the brow gels. The only time I'll really go in with a brow gel is if I'm doing like no brow product other than the gel. Okay, yeah, I mean, I really like the look of my brows today. Normally I'm kind of like meh, but these are doing it for me. So, yay, that is a win. This liner that I'm using is from Shein. I bought a lot of their makeup just to test it out. So, if you see me using products that are not e.l.f. in this video, it's most likely SheGlam from Shein or the ones I've named already. So when it comes to wings, I always do a little line first. Probably do the same on the other side. Make sure they're even. Personally, for my eye shape, I never go across the full top of my lid because I have small eyes and they are hooded, and it takes away like half of the space on my lid itself. So I always just do like the ends, the very ends, just to give me that slightly, like the effect that my eyes are more upturned than they really are. So first I just do the little outline, make sure they look even. Okay, now this one's slightly more up, so I'm just gonna even it out a touch. Right, those look even, so now I'm just going to fill in the little triangle that I created. And try not to color outside of the lines. Okay, there's one. And there is two. So looking, I notice this one's a little thicker. I'm just gonna come in and fill it in a touch more. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. My son just went down for his nap, so I'm trying not to wake him. Alright, I mean, these look about even enough for my liking. Right. So, now that eyeliner is done, we will go in with the lashes, and I'm ready to try this primer out. Again, I don't normally use a primer for my lashes, I just kind of go in. I do like the natural look, so I'm just going to coat these as much as I feel is necessary. Okay, what I'm noticing is that it's not very white on my lashes at the moment. And usually when I've tried primers in the past, they were like stark white. So I don't know if this is going to be better or worse because it's not really showing up super white. We shall see. Okie dokie. It's about the shape I like them in. So now I'm just going to do the bottom lashes. Sorry if I'm like cutting off my face with the mirror. I'll work on getting a bigger mirror so I don't have to do all this, but for now, it will have to do. Okay. Alright, so primer's on, as much as it's going to be on. Now I'm going to go in with the Keep Your Curl mascara, which is slightly curved. And I have no clue if I was supposed to wait for that primer to set fully. I'm gonna go in while it's still a touch tacky and just see what we get. Okay, yeah. Yes, hello. Hello, eyelashes. I am effing with this. It looks really nice. I have super straight lashes, so they're never gonna look like curled out, but I kind of like that spider lash look where they stick almost straight up. So this is already like a win for me. And like eyelashes are just one of those things, they're never gonna be fully even. So you just kind of gotta like find a point where you're like, okay, I'm content enough to stop. Otherwise you'll just clump on so much. And that's what I don't like, is super clumped up lashes, but I do like the spidery long lashes. So I like the primer. I think it's doing its job. And I will use it again. So yeah, I mean, everything in this video I have really enjoyed. All these products I think are great. I will be reusing them. The only thing that I will have to note is that the bronzer or contour did not really blend out the smoothest, but that could be my setting powder's fault. So I will try all these products for the face again with a different setting powder and see if it works a little better. But yeah, now I'm just gonna do some lips from some random brands. Let's see. I have the She Glam liner in like this brown shade, which I love. I've been using it non-stop. I make my top lip slightly straighter. And then I usually just do like a normal line on the bottom. I don't overdraw too much. Okay. Looks good as liner is concerned. I don't even know what shade this is that I grabbed, but oh, okay, it looks like a nude. So let's try it. Yeah, super pretty, okay. Alright guys, that is it. That is my fall makeup tutorial complete. Take this thing out now. Alright, so overall I'm super pleased with all the products I tested today. Yeah, I will definitely be using them again. I mean, this is the complete face. Oh yeah, I just wanted to throw in a little extra. So I ordered some fragrancy products from Hollister, and this is actually a beach texture hair mist. I will show you guys me trying this in a different video, but I'm supposed to apply this on damp hair. It smells super good. It says with sea salt and coconut water, and it is blue water lily and sea salt scented. And it just smells fresh and like you're at the beach. It's very nice. And I did get the Malia, which is one of their main scents at Hollister. I got their perfume, which is a limited edition holiday version, because I thought it was adorable when I saw it. This is what it looks like. So cute, and it has, of course, the little puff that you put on top. not going to get into that yet, but also I have this limited holiday edition Malia shimmer body mist. So it has like slight shimmer. It's not very shimmery though. And this is literally what I think they use like on all of their clothes, that they spray on their clothes. So when you walk into Hollister and you know that signature smell of Hollister, I'm pretty sure this is that. And it just smells so good. It's like, it's described as soft petals and sheer woods. I would say it's like a hint floral. It's a very mature smell and I really like that. And I've been needing some more fragrance, so I wanted to test it. Yeah, it's got like 3 or 4 sparkles where I applied it. But okay guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I post every Tuesday and Friday, so please come join me whenever that day of the week comes around again. And thank you for watching my little elf tutorial and fall tutorial and product review all in one. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good rest of your day, guys.